So, Lucia Caprenia.
I'm all right. I'm Lucilla. That's Martis, my commanding officer. You probably could have guessed from our uniforms, but we are Imperial battle mages. Well, he is. I am still a potential in training. Has the battle spire been forgotten already? There really won't be anything left of the Empire by the time the Three Banners War ends. We are, or were, the elite war mages of the Imperial Legions. I didn't join for the glory, but that's disappointing. The fortress of all fortresses, where the strongest mages in the Empire reside and train. It intersects with several planes of oblivion, or so I'm told. My initiation trial will send me on a journey through them. If I survive, I'll be inducted. Many don't, but fewer still are even granted the right to attempt the trial. I'll have to prove myself capable many times over before I'm given my opportunity. If I can't pass the trial by the time I can take it, I didn't adequately prepare. Ugh, hurts. But nothing a little magic won't patch up. I wish our retinue had fared as well. That ambush cut them down before they even knew it hit them. You ready to face the sort of enemy that can kill trained soldiers like that? I hope your confidence is merited for all our sakes. Martis is a veteran battle mage, and I'm far from helpless. But even with your help, storming this prison seems like a suicide mission. If you decide at any point to turn back, I'll support you. Very little. Martis said our orders are simply to investigate the source of the magical disturbance that our informant spoke of. Anything else about this place is a state secret, apparently. A Dremora, if you can believe it, called herself Lyranth. Most people wouldn't trust the word of a Daedra, and they'd be wise not to, but at the Battle Spire, we deal with the inhabitants of Oblivion more than most. Martis believes she was truthful. Pardon me if I don't find that reassuring. It's a little convenient that one of Lyranth's associates shows up to help right after our escort was wiped out. Not that we can afford to refuse your help. Just try not to justify my paranoia.
Valid. Okay, so let's start the quest.
This area
You're dead in the cart, Void.
Only those with the highest authority are permitted here.
Well, where else am I going to sit, right?
No
That's
one
true.
left aside from these cultists and Daedra to enforce such restraint. We have come from the Battle Spire to investigate the magical energies radiating from the Dread Cellar. This installation should be abandoned, but as you can see, it isn't entirely empty. I'll turn a blind eye to any scavenging, if you assist us. If this ambush was any indication, we're going to face a fair amount of resistance searching these ruins. Help us clear out the prison and discover the source of the magical activity here, and we'll compensate you for your service. Then your first orders are to act as vanguard and secure the entry to the Dread Cellar. Consider anything or anyone you encounter inside a threat. We'll catch up to you once I've tended to Lucilla's wounds. We were tipped off that the Dread Cellar had become the source of intense magical activity from an unusual source. A Dremora named Lyranth. She warned that a group called the Waking Flame is at work here.
I think Frisk might be joining us shortly, Void.
True.
Okay, it's all good.
That
I'm also
should
streaming
prove
just in
useful.
case you want to see what I'm doing on my
Lyranth
end.
told us that these Daganic cultists seem to be unified towards some greater purpose. We need to discover just what that is and put a stop to it. The principal stronghold of the Imperial battle mages. The Spire's council continues to train and dispatch battle mages to preserve what remains of the Empire where we can. Lucilla is a battle mage in training herself. This mission will be a good test. This will be nothing compared to her trial within the Battle Spire to attain the rank of Battle Mage. She will be expected to survive traversing the plains of Oblivion. Killing the invading Daedra here is the perfect practice. The Dread Cellar was a prison for the worst enemies of the Empire. It was a highly protected secret until the Empire collapsed. It was abandoned not long after. There isn't much more I can say than that.
Shall we, Void?
Yep.
Let's go. Alright. Let's murk them. Alrighty, let's keep going.
You look good in chains.
Oh really? You look good dead. I wish that they had some more variations of the horde drums, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I probably would agree with that.
Burn for Dagon.
Ah, this strikes me as one of those priority targets in Veteran.
Focus, Lucilla.
Yeah, it is.
You can feel the aberrant energies if you just focus.
This debris, I feel it. Gods, I wish I couldn't. It's tying my gut in knots.
Keep clearing the path ahead.
Whatever this used to be, it was magically active until recently.
We're on the right trail. This wreckage is saturated with lingering sorcery. Whatever this used to be, it could have simply been defective. Or releasing the energy might have required it, like a child's clay bank. Or it might have become overfull and burst. I've never seen anything quite like it. But I can feel more of this energy farther in.
Oh, you were cleaning up. Goddamn.
There's no more ads.
The baby.
Try not to die too quickly.
I thought that they reused the Zivkin from Banished Cells, not Banished Cells, from Crypt of Hearts for a second. I mean, they might have. I wouldn't have blamed them for doing so. God knows any way to... Ooh, this is interesting. So I take this is basically similar to the Ignatius Cavern from Maelstrom Arena.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, that's self-explanatory. Let's give it a shot. It's only a smooth 2 billion. Why are you running? Why are you running? I apologize to anybody watching this VOD in hindsight. We're just DPS and crew and ignoring as many mechanics as we can. execute range.
Yep.
Ah, we're done.
I was pushing this one.
Damn. I was getting greedy. That's on me. Sorry about that.
No, I wasn't really spamming my heal on this one.
That's valid. Let's do it properly this time. Thank you.
Oh, that's funny. I'm actually, well, I may actually be stuck in these rocks.
Oh no.
Here we go. I'm out.
Alright, good, that's good. I would not be surprised if these pillars heal the boss in Veteran.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't try this in DPS on Veteran for this one.
No, absolutely. It's execute.
There's so much anguish.
That creature. Was it feeding on these? No. There's too much gathered here for this to be some Daedra's dinner. More likely, the Dremora were using that creature to draw out this energy. But why?
Ugh, what even is this power, Martis? It makes me want to curl up and die.
Steel yourself, Lucilla. We'll only find out by forging ahead.
Is this what oblivion feels like? It's how I imagine everything antithetical to our world would feel. I have a talent. That's not just some excuse to brag. I was selected because I have the potential to make a difference in this crazy world. It's my duty to... I know it's the power of the Empire that kept the provinces from this all-out war. The Battle Spire, the Legions, all of it held Tamriel together. The three banners...
Hey! Hey, I wasn't able to finish talking to the NPCs. You ran ahead.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's habit. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good. Patience is a virtue, my brother.
Not yet.
And I already activated these guys by touching the door.
You're good.
Another piece of the puzzle.
It seems like this cataclysm is why the Waking Flame are here. It doesn't look like anything of mortal design.
Alright, let's continue. Oh, Hunters. Oh, these are gonna be fun to play with.
As it proceeds to take half your HP.
Yep.
Another vessel. drawing in energy. The Daedra didn't bring this baleful energy with them. They're drawing it out of the Dread Cellar itself.
What could have happened here that could produce that much vile energy?
Best not to ask questions you don't want the answers to. We should destroy any more of these we find.
You'll hear no argument from me.
I sense more down these side corridors. We'll split up for now. Keep clearing the main halls of the enemy.
Something is not right with this place, and I'm not just talking about the Daedra. All these vile energies aren't some byproduct of their presence. The Dread Cellar is the source of them. A vast prison in the middle of nowhere. Kept a highly guarded secret. Martis is right. I probably don't want to know what happened here. To be brimming with so much of this awful power, it must have been horrific.
I've read theories suggesting that Daedra feed off mortal emotions. Fear, desire, hatred. The closest I can compare it to is the way necromancy can harness connections between a soul and the intense emotions that can stir the undead. They are harvesting the residue of such emotions here, in disturbingly great quantities. That's my guess as well, though we haven't discovered evidence of that just yet. If the Cataclysm requires feeding off so much mortal suffering, its purpose must be truly frightening.
Whew. Shall we?
They just don't like you, don't they?
They really don't. As it says fuck you to me. You gotta remember, this shit's built for trials where I'm presuming, like, I sacrificed a little bit of my self-heals for, you know, survival, for just straight up fucking damage. I'm actually currently running Slime Crawl, Medusa, and Mother Sorrow.
Protect it for the glory of Lord Dagon!
Usually I build builds that's more versatile.
No, I feel that.
More of the culture
Chest.
designs.
He said protected. Do you think they
Kill! Blade!
Before we go on
Kill!
that.
Likely. Look for anything that might tell us what it is.
Heavyset.
You, keep going. We'll be able to regroup with you a little farther ahead. I doubt the Waking Flame expected us to get this far, but they're beginning to realize the threat we pose. Keep up the attack. I'm familiar with the layout of this prison. I came prepared to assault it, after all. Once Lucilla and I have looked over this Cataclysm research, we'll catch up with you.
Alright, shall we?
For the glory of the clan!
Fuck, man!
Wow.
Jesus.
Superior.
What?
And I'm part of the reason know why I am. I'm using the CP that you heal from your direct damage that you're doing.
Ah, explains it. You truly went for the solo build.
Another of those monsters.
Stop it from draining that vessel!
Ugh, got away.
We stopped its harvesting at least. I feel far greater concentrations of this power ahead.
It ran. Every other Daedra here has lunged right for our throats.
That creature had the sense to flee. Did it value its life? Or was it protecting the power it had siphoned away from this vessel? Either way, if we continue to destroy these Agonemium stones...
Agonemium, that's a fucking word.
That is how the cult refers to them, and it's just as we believed. They are Daedric relics, fashioned to soak up the residual negativity saturating this place. That seems like a safe assumption. Those creatures might just lead us to that infernal device.
Really? What's over here? Oh, we almost missed the chest. Over here, Void.
I'll look for other stuff. Sort of grocery shopping. Not that I ever really use this stuff.
Is that you, Martis? I thought you'd lost your appetite for screams.
A battle mage? Martis, you know him?
Whatever you've gotten yourself involved in, Cyrinin, it ends here.
One, two, three, go. 1, 2, 3, go.
You said it.
I can manage this pile of overexcited rubble myself.
Do you know what it's like to beg for death? I'll show you.
Why do all cultists sound like Megalomaniacs?
Oops.
Good?
I got hit by the lightning, or the laser.
Clear your minds of all but pain and fear. The cellar was thirsty.
Fuck. What just happened?
This is the soul storm.
But you want to focus the boss?
Okay. We have to peel off the boss to interrupt those Arcanauts.
We'll drag them to us. You get the one closest to you. I'll get the one closest to me. And we'll just drag.
Alright.
And we'll just drag them to the boss.
Let me handle the big rock. You worry about him.
And then we'll just.
I see you still have
See?
some.
It's a little more manageable.
I'll crush it into the wine of despair. He's channeling short pulses. Is that malice in your eyes, Martis? Have I rekindled your passion for causing pain? You've always had a special place of loathing in my heart, Cyrodiil. Drown in their fear!
God, thank God for dodging.
Can you feel it? The palpable dread? We've gathered a massive amount of energy! Your potential didn't know the depths you were leading her down. Maybe I'll show her how deep they go.
Our concern for how low you've sunk ends when we bury you.
He was responsible for this nightmarish place. You were responsible for this place.
That has no bearing on this mission.
We just killed another battle mage, someone you knew!
I wasn't expecting to find anyone still here. This place was closed down.
I guess your secret wasn't as safe as you thought. I can't believe you.
Our objective hasn't changed. Discover what the Waking Flame are up to and stop it. We need to keep moving.
Martis was tight-lipped from the start. He claimed it was for our mission's secrecy, but he just wanted to hide his involvement in all this. We trusted him to lead us, and his priority has been to protect his secrets. Our escort might still be alive if we'd infiltrated using his knowledge instead of marching up the front gate. But what's more blood on the hands of someone who worked here? I'll go on with the mission because those are my orders. Trusting?
Despite what Lucilla might think, I had no foreknowledge of what, or who, we'd find here. The Dread Cellar was abandoned a long time ago. I was an interrogator here, like Cyrenin, though I didn't enjoy the work the way he did. It was a necessary evil. The captives, an elder counselor's aide, secretly spying on their correspondence. A guild master propping up a puppet governor. A Debellan high priest who covertly commanded a cult of Mephala. A vampire who held an entire island in her thrall. Just to name a few. I extracted knowledge from them, coercing cooperation however I could. Sometimes subterfuge was enough. Usually, I regret that I lacked the resolve for it. Had I still been an interrogator here, I might have uncovered something that would have prevented all this senseless slaughter. An interrogator for the Dread Cellar, though that's a charitable descriptor. Torturer would be closer to the truth. I never knew what became of him after this place was abandoned. That's what should have happened, though becoming entangled with a Daedra cult was a natural fit. He wouldn't have been able to continue indulging his dark impulses at the Spire. I'm only surprised he didn't wind up in service to Molag Bal.
Martis would...
Alright, shall we continue?
Yep.
Second.
Keep them out of the prison!
The torturous energies are much stronger down here.
Whoever could have guessed. How could you ever have participated in this wanton cruelty?
No one here deserved your pity. Save it for the poor souls being butchered in Cyrodiil.
You can explain it to the Spire Council, in case you neglected to inform them of what you were up to here.
Lucilla, that will not go how you expect.
Smug bastard. To think I used to... He helped train me at the Battle Spire. I thought he picked me for this mission because he trusted me and my ability. Clearly he didn't, but now I see... No, he doesn't. But that won't stop me from saying what needs to be said, unless he thinks he can keep me quiet, and you too. If you...
We are drawing close to something of immense power. I have no doubt it's this. I may be made to account for my role in this prison someday, but I won't bear the guilt of whatever madness Cyrenin was party to long after I left. She can say whatever she likes in our debriefing. It will be a rude awakening for her, though. Neither my history nor that of this prison.
Yeah, that's rough. Big numbers go. How you feeling, Void?
Alright.
You lying? You okay?
Yeah, alright. I guess I'm not picking up my sister today, so I'll be here all day.
That's cool. I mean, I still think it might be good for you to get out of the house for a little bit. Maybe like go to, I don't know, maybe take $10, go get some takeout at like a Taco Bell or something, but just get some fresh air. You know what I mean? Oh, I went the wrong way. My bad.
Oh, you're okay.
Do you want to know the one thing that like you remember how you were I was talking about how I golded out my gear set in chat?
Yeah, it's a little joke with it. Yeah.
It's only ever PvP that I do because it's so rare that I have to change my build for trials.
Over there as well.
PvP, on the other hand,
Stop that thing!
Oh, is this the end?
Yeah.
Oh, this was quicker than I thought. 30 minutes? Then again, I had a person helping me. I wasn't doing this by myself. Probably would have taken twice as long. Because I normally do them by myself if I can't find a person to sit with me. Whew! An interesting boss, I'll give him that.
Usually people die on that.
Really? Are they playing normal or vet?
Even on normal. If you overlap it, then you will actually get your allies killed. But,
So
oh yeah, you're supposed to use the... Goes to the portal at the other side of the arena. Don't worry about the ads, you just take down the pillar in the middle.
That won't be good.
Yeah. The longer it stays, the more damage that you're going to be receiving upstairs.
That thing isn't defeated
You definitely don't stay in that.
No, I feel that. Hey, have a rock.
He needs to come out of that. Thank you.
This is but a taste of the scorching deadlands.
Portal should be coming up too.
Thanks for the spot heal, by the way.
I have no healing for you. Alright, portal should be up.
Take this portal and stop it.
Oh, this is pretty.
Keep the Daedra on its back foot. Let me get you a way out of there.
The legions of Lord Dagon will overwhelm you. The stone bleeds Lord Dagon's fire. into the Earth's fiery maw.
Didn't
Interesting.
think we were going to survive that.
So long as this awful place remains, what's to say they won't try again?
It looks like their contraption didn't survive producing that abomination. Thank the divines.
Yeah,
I
and
see that
bed
you're
is like
rewarded for
nearly
cleaning up Martis's mess.
20 times harder than that.
Wow. That wasn't too bad, though.
My age is showing. Don't worry, I'll live. I don't know. It resembled a type of Daedra native to the Deadlands. But whatever this diabolical machine did to it made it unlike any Daedra I've ever seen. Doubtful. Cyranin was an imaginative torturer, but not smart enough to contrive this whole scheme. He likely helped the Waking Flame tap into the torturous energy soaked into this prison, but conceiving of this machine would be beyond him. No, but I suspect our Dremora informant may have more to say about that. That will be up to the mages of the Spire Council. We don't have the resources to guard this place from further incursions. They may devise a means of cleansing the lingering energies here, or simply decide to blast them to dust. It won't be missed.
What a mess. Martis would have gotten us all killed if not for you. Unleash that monstrous thing on the world and left the stain of this place to fester. He can't get away with his part in this, but I'm worried that he will. He's confident my complaints to the Spire Council will amount to nothing. If he's to be believed, the Dread Cellar is something they're well aware of, if not responsible. I can't call a man like him comrade, and I can't go back to an institution that would support all this. I can desert. He's injured. He can't stop me, but then he'd never answer for his crimes. If I judged him myself, would you stand in my way? You're right. I shouldn't let his misdeeds stain my honor any more than they already have. Here, take this as a payment for your assistance. You should go before Martis drags you into anything. Martis, what you've done is unforgivable. I won't be returning to the Battle Spire with you. I won't be returning at all.
Lucilla, you're one of the most promising candidates in the Spire. You can take another mentor.
If this is what it means to be a part of the Spire, I want nothing to do with it.
I admire Lucilla's convictions, even if they're going to get her killed one day. Deserting the Legion would be insane if the Empire wasn't in shambles. The best I can do for Lucilla is report her as presumed killed in action. That will be up to her. I don't harbor any ill will toward her, or you, for any...
I don't like that look of pity he's giving me, but at least Martis doesn't look like he'll stand in my way. I hope you and I disappear for a while. I'm sure the Spire won't appreciate my desertion, but I can't imagine they'll spend much effort looking for me. After that, find a cause worth fighting for, something that will allow me to do real good. I'm not the one he needs forgiveness from. If the Divines see fit to show him mercy, that's their prerogative. I intend to forget him. I don't like that look of...
Huh, wow. That was an interesting dungeon. What do you think of the story, Void?
Yeah, it's a nice story.
Nice. On to Petal Prison, whatever the hell it's called. Red Petal Bastion.